sports fans, and welcome to another edition of Scott Sports 101. I'm Scott Treller. We've got Browns NFL football to talk about. We've got some Cavs and NBA news, and we've got some Tribe and Major League Baseball news. But before any of that, here is today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. When Dwayne Wade left the Miami Heat, starting in 2016, which was the first NBA team he signed to? I'll have the answer later in the podcast. Well, we do have some Browns news, and it's breaking news. That came in this morning. The NFL today announced that number 95, Myles Garrett, Browns defensive end, will be reinstated with the team effective immediately. The decision came down just 2 days after Garrett, who was suspended indefinitely for his role in a late game brawl between the Browns and the Steelers. Garrett met with NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell on Monday at the league office in New York. Garrett's reinstatement will allow him to be with the team and participate in off-season workouts, which are slated to begin in early April. We welcome Myles back to our organization with open arms, said Browns EVP of Football Operations and General Manager Andrew Berry. We know he is grateful to be reinstated and eager to put the past behind him and continue to evolve and grow as a leader, and we look forward to having his strong, positive presence back as a teammate, player, and person in our community. Garrett was suspended indefinitely November 15th, one day after he ripped off Steelers quarterback Mason Rudolph's helmet and hit him over the top of the head with it at the end of Cleveland's 21-7 Thursday Night Football victory at First Energy Stadium. Garrett's appeal was denied, and he ultimately missed the final 6 games of the season. Now, Mason Rudolph lost his appeal in this incident. He was not suspended for a game or two, but I feel he should have been, and a lot of fans do too. So I know Browns fans are glad to have Myles Garrett back with the Browns, and I think we're looking forward to this season. And hopefully this is going to be a lot better season, and they need to make the playoffs, and they better do it. Moving on to the Cavs. The Cavs beat the Atlanta Hawks tonight, 127-105 at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, to snap a 7-game losing streak. Tristan Thompson led the way with 27 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist. Larry Nance Jr., 23 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. Colin Sexton, 23 points, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists. Kevin Porter Jr., 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Andre Drummond, 14 points, 15 rebounds, 1 assist. Darius Garland, 12 points, 7 assists. Dante Exum, 5 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. C.D. Osman, 3 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And Alfonso McKinney, 2 points, 1 rebound. The Cavs led 33-19 at the end of the first quarter. Then at the end of the second quarter, the Cavs led by 17 points, 65-48 at halftime. Then at the end of the third quarter, the Cavs led by 8 points, 88-80. And then in the fourth, it was just all Cavs as they scored 29 points and just outscored the Atlanta Hawks overall tonight as they went on to win this one 127-105. The Cavs go to 14-40. The Hawks fall to 15-41. And this was the Cavs' last game before the NBA All-Star Game, which will take place at the United Center in Chicago on Sunday. And tip-off is at 8 p.m. on TNT. And I think the Cavs do have a couple of players going to the All-Star Games. I'm not sure who. I'll let you know hopefully tomorrow what I will do. Or this weekend. The Cavs will not play again until next Friday when they will take on the Washington Wizards at Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. on Fox Sports Ohio. So it was nice to see the Cavs finally snap this losing streak. And hopefully, boys, we can get some wins together after the NBA All-Star Game break. And Indians pitchers and catchers reported for spring training in Goodyear, Arizona on Tuesday, and they had their first workout this I think on Saturday, I believe, and then 1 week because the rest of the team will report for or it's on Sunday. They report for on the 16th what they will do. Oh no, it's Saturday on the 15th. Excuse me. I think that's when I do believe it is on the 15th. And 1 week from this Saturday, the Tribe will have their first Spring Cactus League exhibition game against the Cincinnati Reds at Goodyear Ballpark in Goodyear, Arizona. First pitch at 3:05 p.m. Well, it is now time. We'll get to my final thoughts in a moment. But right now, it's time to reveal the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. When Dwayne Wade left the Miami Heat starting in 2016, which was the first NBA team he signed to? And if you said, the Chicago Bulls, you are correct. In 2016, Wade signed with his hometown Chicago Bulls for a whopping $47 million over 2 years, since he felt the Miami Heat lowballed him by offering him $40 million for the same duration of time. And I will have another trivia question on my next podcast, so stay tuned for that. Now, getting back to the Browns and Myles Garrett being reinstated, I know that fans are really happy to have Myles Garrett back with the team, and who will be practicing with the team for the when the workouts begin in early April. And we also have the NFL Combine coming up in March, and the NFL Draft will take place on April 23rd. And for round one, I will cover all 7 rounds of the draft leading up to pick number 254, Mystery Relevant, and I will break it down. I will have I will break down all the players who I feel the teams are trying to get. I will talk about some NFL news with that. And when round one on Thursday, April 23rd, I will be on location at the Murphy House, the home of my friends Matt and Katie Murphy, and my guest joining me for that once again will be none other than my really good friend Matt Murphy. And we'll break it down for the first round. And the Browns have the 7th pick in the first round. We'll break down all the first round picks that everybody's going to take. And we'll talk NFL news and talk Browns and all that. So join me for that when that takes place on April 23rd. And I'm looking forward to that. And we are less than a month away, actually about 6 weeks away from the Tribe home opener on March 26th when they will take on the Detroit Tigers on opening day at I think it's here at home, I believe, at Progressive Field. So I'll let you know. But yeah, the fans are glad they went back. The team is glad to have him back, reinstated with the team, and I think he just wants to put this behind him. He just really wants to move forward and really have a great season and play well for this team and really win for this team. So I think it's just really great to have Myles Garrett back with the team. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for this edition of Scott Sports 101. I'll be back with another podcast tomorrow, but until then, Always remember, be a team player each and every day and every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.